Got a great guest in studio as we focus on Shelton this and every week, brought to you by our community credit union. Andy Arnes is in. He is Communications and Economic Development Officer for the city. We're going to see a lot of you, Andy. I think you're coming in Monday, too, with James
Yeah.
Thomas and the
Yep. I
EDC to
think we
talk a
have
little
that
bit more about
lined up.
this. Well, some big deals happening here.
Right. Absolutely. Some exciting stuff.
City Commission gave final approval on the consulting agreement with TIP Strategies during their special City Commission meeting earlier this week. So what does that mean for the average person here in the city of Shelton, and what can we expect to see over the next couple years, I guess?
Right. Well, yeah, kind of to break that down, first thing we'll see is just a lot of planning. So this is going to be kind of like I mentioned last time. Really, the first thing that we'll notice is the discovery phase of this plan, that we'll be able to start rolling out. And as you probably noticed, we had a lot of community support there at the meeting, and got a lot of unique perspectives from several of the business and community leaders in town on how this will impact them and their excitement to help us move forward on that. We really appreciate their support. So that's kind of the first part of this. And then moving in, really what this does to kind of simplify this is once we have that analysis, kind of have the data that we've talked about a lot, then also the perspective. There's going to be some very collaborative processes on identifying kind of what some of the unique perspectives are on the community on kind of what the situation they see with the economy. So kind of having that two piece and then identifying opportunities. So that will be a few months from the discovery phase, but that opportunity is then kind of saying, okay, here's kind of where we are, here's where we're at. Now let's identify some things that we would like to see happen. Really identify the target that we're trying to hit, and then come up with strategies to get there.
How did you come across this strategy group, and what was some of the background that they've been involved in?
Right. So we issued an RFP. I mean, like I said last time, I believe we've been working on this for a while, just doing a lot of research on different companies that could help us do this. We realized really quick. I mean, initially we did some initial outreach to a few different businesses and groups and developers, and realized really quickly that we needed to have a much better picture of what we have and what they need realistically. And so, yeah.
What are some ways that a lot of folks see these plans, or they'll hear that plans are coming up, and then everything gets worked up and done, and then it sits on a shelf for a long time? Fortunately, the last couple of years with the downtown visioning plan and things like that, we have seen movement at a relatively quick pace, I would say, for government business. And this is going to be another one that is pushed through fruition. We'll finish the whole project. Anticipate to go through the whole from beginning. Here's what the plan is to completion.
Right. And so that was, kind of go back to the RFP portion of the recruitment phase of this. Is one of the things about TIP strategies that really set them apart was the implementation portion of the plan. Is not just here's the information, here's kind of some ideas of what you could do, and then, hey, thanks a lot. Well, good luck with doing that.
Here's the legend.
Yes, which there's a lot of companies that offer that, and we felt that given our situation and the fact that we definitely need some assistance in that area. And so this is something. This plan has a very extensive. They call it an implementation matrix, and basically what that is just a really thorough outline of the steps that we need to take. Starting in year 1, moving into year 5 through year 10, etc. On kind of what we can expect and what we need to work on.
We got some good support here as well. Congressman Denny Heck, who represents Shelton here in the 10th Congressional District, and Jim Morrell from Peninsula Credit Union on here talking about affordable housing and things like that. So you get a sense that the community and the community leaders are buying in on this, and they saw the work with the visioning project and some of that stuff, and ready to move forward even more.
Right. So I mean, the visioning project, we've obviously had some great success with that and been able to implement several aspects of that project. I think, kind of dovetailing into that, I think some of the processes that we'll be going through here and the things that we'll be able to identify will help that project be able to move forward as well. But yeah, as far as the support on this, it really has been phenomenal. You mentioned Congressman Heck, and obviously, State Representative Drew McEwen offered a letter as well. Several business and community leaders in town were able to see the scope of work and the proposal. They had a chance to review that prior to the meeting, and were able to provide their feedback. And it was really great to hear their unique perspective on how this could potentially benefit their organization.
Yeah.
So we're really excited to work with them. And again, this is not something that the city's just going to do quietly, and hopefully it will work out. It's really something that we want hopefully can get buy-in from the community, kind of build off of that support and figure out how we can assist them the best as well.
So the first starting points happening here in Q1 of the year, and we will, of course, make sure everybody is available and know when there are opportunities for the public to get involved in this. We'll make sure we get the information out there. This is really cool. TIP Strategies
Correct.
coming on board to help out the city with their economic development plan for 2018, and after a vote earlier this week at the city commission meeting. Very nice. Well, Andy,
And
anything
it's
else?
good that the community is so involved with a lot of stuff. I love
there is
that.
a lot
I
of
love
community
that.
involvement in Shelton.
There totally is. I've been learning that this
People are
week.
very happy to get involved when asked.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Andy.
Yeah, like